She got her own house. She got her own house. She got her own house. Hey family, welcome back to my channel. So I finally am ready to show you guys what happened during my experience at the Achieve the Dream event in Houston. So let's get into it. I pieced together this footage. It's going to be some clips of me popping in and kind of explaining to you guys what's going on. It's going to be other clips of me actually talking live there as I was recording, and then it's going to be other clips where there's not going to be me saying anything, either coming in or I didn't say anything while I was recording it, because I'm just trying to show you guys kind of what was happening as I was at the event. So that's pretty much what you can expect. At the end of the video, I do have my, I guess, fresh reaction. After I left the Achieve the Dream event, I went into the car and I recorded everything that had happened. You know, everything was still fresh, so definitely stick around until the end so that you can get like a full recap of everything that I had to say as soon as I walked out. But I just wanted to frame for you guys what was going to be happening in this video so that you wouldn't, you know, kind of get confused, like, okay, what is this sloppy editing job? But yeah, guys, you know the drill. If you have any questions, jump down in the comments and let's talk about it. But enjoy the video. Hey family, welcome back to my channel. So I am currently at the Achieve the Dream event in Houston, so let's get into it. Okay y'all, so I just pulled up at the Achieve the Dream event in Houston. It is 8:42. The event did start at 8, so I am running a little bit behind, but it is crazy up here, y'all. They have people directing traffic. The parking lot is full. Let me see if I can flip the camera around now and show y'all. I don't know if y'all can see the guy back there, but he's working traffic. They got all kinds of cones beside me. But the parking lot is crazy. So the parking lot is crazy. People are standing outside. I will show you guys more as I am walking inside. But it's super packed. Hopefully a lot of people get qualified today for a home. I will record where I can. Obviously, I don't work for Naca, so there will be restrictions on what I can and can't record. But hopefully they'll actually also have me working. Maybe that's another reason why I won't be able to record, because I'll actually be working. Hopefully I'll get a t-shirt this time and I won't just have to give a testimony. But I look forward to keeping you guys updated throughout the day. So let's go. Look at the line, y'all. Look at the line. All right, let me let this lady in the yellow know that I'm here to volunteer. Okay, so I just let her know that I was there to volunteer. I asked her where to go, and she walked me into this table right here to sign. So this is the form that you will need to fill out whenever you volunteer at these events. Maybe it's required when you volunteer at other events as well, but I know when I volunteered at the home buyers workshop in person, I did not have to fill out anything like this. But please pay attention to the minimum required hours that you do have to volunteer in order for you to even get credit for this volunteer opportunity or activity or participation points. But they will, whenever you're ready to check out, they will then pull the same form that you filled out, you know, I guess kind of, you know, notate it or whatever, and document that you actually stayed the time that you said you were going to stay. And then they will give you a certificate of completion, which is what you're about to see. I'll go ahead and cut to that video. But once you get your certificate of completion, then you will take a picture or scan it in to your web file and email it to your counselor. And then they'll, I guess, add it to the correct area so that you can get credit for participating in the Achieve the Dream event. So y'all, right now we are in the area, I hope that you can hear, where you can upload documents to your web file, and you can be counseled and you can be underwritten. And once you get Naca qualified, you will then go over here and have your picture taken. So I'll try to get some more footage for everybody. Oh, and here's Bruce Marks right here. So here directly in front are virtual counseling sessions, okay? People are meeting with counselors virtually right here in front of us. So over there, that is the real estate department. Can't see what's going on back there.
Familiarize yourself with the website. The ones that do that are the ones that get the house back. Este lugar donde Dios nos es para vivir, y yo les invito a que crean que es una realidad. Naca es una realidad.
I did work the home buyers workshop, so that's what the footages that you just saw. I was responsible for making sure that each household got a physical copy of the notebook, and then if they needed pencils, I passed out pencils, and if they wanted a face mask, I handed out the face mask to them. And I didn't get any footage, obviously, because I was passing out everything, but I did want to get a stand back view so that you guys can see how packed it was in there, and that room could hold 200 people. So this is a snippet of the many guest speakers that they had come in and talk at the home buyers workshop. She actually works for Naca. Don't get me to make anything up, but I believe she's either a regional director or maybe she's over like the regional directors, okay? I don't remember her name, but she does work for Naca. But there were other guest speakers. Someone came in to talk about voting and getting people registered to vote. Someone else worked for, I believe, a nonprofit that helped people in the city of Houston get registered to vote. But yeah, so just one of the many guest speakers.
Here's the Sprint we're calling this, and we got a special. You know those calls you get when you own a home. Watch how many people call you to see if you want to sell it. I promise you, they're gonna call you. That's how you know when you're sitting on a blessing. That's how you know when you're sitting on great assets. So I commend you. I want you to give yourself a round of applause because you realize you're supposed to be here. It's not a privilege here. This is your God-given right. And you all, everybody that's clapping, those are gonna be the ones that's out there clapping. If you know you're supposed to be here, clap for yourself. All right. Well, you guys are in for a treat.
So Bruce Marks did come in and speak during the session that I worked. But I did not get any footage of that, unfortunately. But just know that if you are going to these in person, there is a strong chance that you will get to hear from Bruce Marks himself. And after the workshop got started and we locked the doors, we all went out and then started stuffing the workbooks. So during this point of the Achieve the Dream event, there were still workshops and stuff going on. But they invited some local, Texas council men and women to come and speak. So that's what's happening right now. It got very, very lively up there, to say the least. This was one of the more calm portions of the discussion, but that's what's happening on the stage now.
For the publicity, not for the cameras, doing the work as well. And that's what it's about. And I'm from Boston. I wish we had the same police officers in Boston that you have in Houston doing the community work. It's part of the community. So we want to make the Houston standard the national standard. and we really appreciate you for being there for the people. Thank you, everybody. And with that, let me introduce Congressman Freed, who I met for the first time when I was testifying in Congress. And he was the one person on the Financial Services Committee who knew the stuff. He was not there posing. He was there asking questions and getting the information. He stood out and continued to stand out. Thank you. Thank you. Let's hear it for Bruce, please. A big hand for Bruce.
Okay, y'all, I just left. Okay, it is 2:32. So I was there from 9 to 2 practically volunteering, and I worked. Okay, so don't expect to volunteer at an Achieve the Dream event and not be put to work. I had a difficult time getting as much footage as I would have liked. I got maybe, a 10-minute clip or 10-second clip here, or 20-second clip there. So what I'll do is when I get back home, I'll go and edit the footage, and then I'll pop in and explain more and add more detail about what it is that you were seeing in the little small clips that I played. But what they had me do was work the home buyers workshop. There was one at 9 and there was another one at 1, and all I had to do was just pass out books and face masks and pencils to people that needed them. And then once the workshop got going, obviously everybody had their workbooks. So then I left out and I stuffed the workbooks. We all stuffed the workbooks to get ready for the next session. And so then when the following session let out, that's when I went back in and started passing out books again to the new group of people that started at 1 o'clock. But you definitely have to sign in and sign out. I did not know that you needed to sign out. I got a certificate of completion. It seemed like there were thousands of people here today. I know it's not going to look like it, but the room for the homebuyers workshop, I believe, held like 200 people. Okay, so there will definitely be more people, or probably more people. There were probably more people yesterday. There will probably continue to be more people tomorrow, since it is the last day. I apologize for the loud music that just happened. But yes, so words of advice: bring all of your documents, sit towards the front, because at the end of the home buyers workshop, they separated people into groups. If you were self-employed, you went with one group. If you needed to upload documents, you went to another group, etc., etc. But the people that sat at the front, they were the first in line to be seen. So when you go, if you attend the home buyers workshop, be sure that you sit towards the front of the room, because that means you'll be the first person in line to be seated in the next section. Let's see if there's anything else that I'm forgetting to tell you guys. It flowed so smooth. I have no complaints about what I witnessed today. Very, very organized. Lots of people around to help and point you in the right direction. Everybody was friendly, at least that I interacted with. Oh, let's see what else. Yeah, guys, I mean, definitely come. The home buyers workshop was not like the one that I went to a couple weeks ago. It was not as interactive. However, there were multiple speakers, okay? Guest speakers. They had people running for office, coming in there talking to people. They had people that were registering people to vote. There were nonprofits in there as well that partner with Naca, that came and talked. So it was definitely a mixed bag of stuff, but it did last the entire time, the entire 4 hours. And at the very end, you got your attendee code and your your Naca ID. And so then you stood up, and like I said, they broke you up into groups and you went out depending on what your following need was. But if you've already attended the home buyers workshop, then you would just come in the front door, let them know that, I guess, either you're here to finish uploading the required documents that maybe you have on your action plan, or maybe You need to upload all of your documents if you've never gotten an action plan before, and you need to see a counselor. So just let them know and they'll let you know what to do next. But it's not mandatory that you attend a home buyer's workshop in order to attend an Achieve the Dream event. There was no number system. There was no really order other than just getting in line and waiting your turn. But definitely come, guys. I don't know how many are left off the top of my head. Maybe 2. I believe Baltimore and Atlanta are the only 2 still left right now. But if Naca comes, and I know they have made it known on the Facebook group that this is the only event this year in the state of Texas for Naca, Achieve the Dream event, that is, for the state of Texas this year for Naca. So if you missed out this weekend, try to see if they're coming to a neighboring state or a state that you could at least get to, or wait until next year. But guys, that is it. Like I said, I am going to go home, edit the footage, and then elaborate a little bit more. But I just wanted to give my complete experience, my fresh thoughts since I just left. Oh, I got my yellow t-shirt too. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I got my yellow t-shirt. But yes, guys, if I forgot anything, I apologize, but you guys know the drill. Let's jump down in the comments and let's talk about it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and of course subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video, because it takes a village. Cheers.